All right, let's make sure we on. Oh, it's game time. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a pleasure to have you here. I go by the name of Lee Sweet, and I am a spiritual healer. And essentially, as a spiritual healer, what I do pretty much is that I help people to become mentally and emotionally balanced. And I pretty much do so by, if we're talking about, let's just say, helping you to become emotionally balanced, I'm referring you to you having a great understanding of how or what your emotions are and how your emotions interact or your emotional patterns. And then at that point, if there's any type of blockages, then you know how to remove them. But the bottom line here is that to become emotionally balanced, it requires for you to understand how your emotions are created. So it's not just to feel something. Again, it requires there's an understanding, a relationship that you must have with your emotions for you to master your emotions. And that understanding or that link, the process of that is you understanding what your emotions are, how they are being created, and you pretty much take it from there. And in addition to that, I also talk about help you to become mentally balanced. Now, it's pretty much the same principles. What we're truly talking about here is you understanding, how your mind is being conditioned. Meaning, how are you being trained to think? That's truly what mind control pretty much is all about. And when people are telling you you're under mind control, it simply means you're thinking the way they want you to think. Your logic, your reasoning, you became part of their reality. They got you, for lack of better terms. Not getting you in the sense, like someone's out there to get you. So that's why when we talk about spirituality, truly, or even when we're talking about, when we're truly talking about spirituality, what we're talking about is having a deeper understanding of your ordinary life. That's what we're truly doing. I think I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but because I'm going to be talking about spirituality as well, especially if this is your first time, just so you know. It's part of my, I guess, the whole routine thing that I do. But most importantly, I feel like, as a spiritual healer, spirituality being the tool that I use, so it's only right for me to, tell you what, this is where I got the shit from. This is what I mean by it. Straight out of life. So again, so when we even, so when we're talking about becoming more conscious or becoming healed or the holy one, the enlightened one, the bright ones, the anointed ones, it goes by so many different names. What we're saying is you having the highest level of consciousness about yourself. And that's what the Christ consciousness it's all about. So truly, as I mentioned about this, I always talk about spirituality. Well, this is exactly what spirituality is. That's what you're doing, when you have something now that is called the occult, which is pretty much those sacred manuals or, under, text or instructions on how to make yourself for you to know who you are, or giving you a deeper understanding of who you are. And I always use this example because depending on where you are on your journey, but you'll know some of the foundational thing you'll learn about the occult is that, you have a conscious mind, you have a subconscious mind. Them trying to get you to aware of that, it's helping you to look at yourself from a different perspective or from a deeper perspective. And that's what the occult deals with, and that's why it is a hidden culture. dealing with the hidden side of you, not in a sense as being hidden, kept away from you. You do the math. But truly, because of this type of knowledge, you got to go inside to find it. And that's pretty much, as a spiritual healer, I mean, ultimately, my job is to help you to get there, get to see your true self. And if I want to use some, let's just say, if I want to get a little bit mysterious, what we do pretty much is like we're holding the mirror of wisdom so you can see yourself. That's why my job, I can only show you the door. And I'll walk you to the door. You know what I'm saying? But I can't go through the door with you, baby. That's your door, nigga. That's just the way it is. But anyway, if you're coming back, you already know it's nothing but love. You know what we do here. We're breaking bread. This is the Holy Communion. Come get your medicine, baby. Come get it. Come get it. So it's good to have you guys back. And of course, as I was talking about, so just to delve quickly into spirituality, just so you have a good understanding of what I mean by it, it's the story of your regular life. It's everything that I was talking about before. Now you have the occult, then you have mythology, you have, however the fuck you want to call it, then you have those texts, different cultures, different religion, telling us about God, telling us about creation. In so many words, telling us about us. That's why it's being told to you in a mythology perspective. And the more extreme you get with the fucking archetypes, the better it registered. That's why you'll have Oshun, Ogu, Lake Ba. There's a certain thing that comes with all of those different elements. You gotta acknowledge it, each one of them for what they are. But anyway, going back to spirituality, I lost myself for a second. It slipped. I guess it had to be said. You know what I'm saying? But it slipped. Let's get back to, what I'm saying? Let's keep it little. So going back now to spirituality, like I said, is everything we talked about. Now I can address some of the misconception of spirituality. One of the biggest one is that it's not part of your regular life. It's outside of you. You don't relate to it. But that part of you, it's also related to how society has conditioned you to see life. That's why it comes, that misconception or that idea comes out of ignorance, because you're not following the true self. Out of ignorance, because it's not including all the different aspect of you. It's only talking about one aspect of you. Just like we learn about us, but we don't learn about the spirituality in us. That doesn't make sense. I mean, because you don't really fully get to know you if you don't embrace all of you. I mean, you could know a part. If you only embrace one side, then you become one-sided. To become the holy man or whole man, it's not referring to, let's just say, flawless. This is being whole. That's you, having your masculinity and your femininity coming together. But you have to experience both sides for you to become obviously whole. Two halves got to come together. Well, that's the yin and the yang. That's your physical self and your spiritual self. That's your lower self and your higher self. That's the perfect union. Well, this is what we've been trying to tell people. Love yourself. Well, what are we truly talking about? Your higher self. Then when you understand, the more you cherish that side of you, the more you radiate. This is you honoring your own spirit. And that's how you honor the gods, the other ones. That's what makes you part of being the shiny one. That's how you become the Christ. You're waking up, or you up. And that's how you transcend reality. That's why we're saying, oh, death, where's your victory? Because now I know I'm fucking eternal, nigga. Fuck death, I'm eternal. Doesn't matter how many times I come back to earth, nigga, I'm eternal. I do what I want. I'm not concerned. This is not a prison for me. That's why I came here to free you niggas. That's how much I'm not concerned. Because I'm very concerned. You don't transcend anything if you don't go through it. So the idea, let's just say, of separating spirituality from yourself, that is the fucking illusion. That's what the illusion is. And us spiritual healers, we're giving you literally sights. That's how I always tell niggas, I'm giving sights to the blinds. By opening up your eyes, giving you a better perspective in things. Oh, you let them know what you see over here, man. You run and tell them what you see on this side, nigga. You know, this is the work, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Jesus was a motherfucker. This nigga, Jesus, man. He said, yo, go tell him. Miracles are taking place over here, man. What this is really saying is speaking for itself. You know, but Jesus had to be dramatic, though. Yo, tell him, man. Tell him what you see over here. And again, I'm trying to show you, too. You know, you have to embrace that mentality. You have to become that knowledge. That's why you got to become the Christ. But you can only do that by embracing all aspect of you. But I get it. You were trained in a society that pretty much taught you about going to school, getting a degree, getting a good job, having a family, procreate, you know, and do that shit all over again. Now you talk about your fucking accomplishments, more about your title. I mean, there has to be more to life. Niggas. Don't you think? Don't you think there's got to be more to life? Just, you know, like, come on. There's just got to be more to it. And you also feel it too. You also feel it too. That's why you're living a lie. So when you having the understanding of spirituality being outside of you, that's why it makes it a fucking out of ignorance, because you live in a lie. You don't know your true nature. And you don't know your true nature because you are living your life based on who you should be instead of who you are. I mean, it's really not that complicated. And because you're not living your life based on who you are, then you have created a whole reality, a whole chaotic world, a lesser world, a world of ignorance, a world of fear, a world of darkness, aka the Matrix, however the fuck you want to call it. Now, what that world became that's where society is. Society is the king of that world, or that representation. And what they telling you about life is for you to get a degree, procreate, whatever. You get this dress, you this is how you dress, this is how you speak, to be accepted, to be validated, and that's what you're fighting for. You betrayed yourself. You know what I'm saying? Why would you do that? Fucking traitor. That's why we're here, to help you to remember, to become a member again. Let's reconnect. But anyway, that's the biggest misconception, which is it's something outside of you. Hold up, it's something outside of you. Because if you're truly looking at it, you realize in this life people are in different, or living different levels of reality. If you are in the bottom of the bottom when it comes to level of understanding, then life for you is just, you just work, fuck, and party. Because that's the level of reality you can only see. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's what we're dealing with, when we're dealing with other people. That's why we're also dealing with their shadow and their self. That's what, for me, that's how I look at people. And because I look at myself on a different level, my reality, I have transcended my reality too. I'm living a cosmic reality. A fucking ecstatic life. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, how, just like they say, a song, it's not like ordinary words. I could sing something that I say, but the song, the way it sounds when I sing it, it's not the same as me writing the shit down. There's an excitement that comes in the singing. There's a, there's certain flavor that comes in it. It resonates on a whole different level. So when you live in life consciously, that's what a fucking, it's ecstasy. That's why this type of knowledge, it's said to be for the living. And to live anything, you have to experience it. So spirituality, is helping you providing you the tools so you to experience it. And that's what we do in the fucking occult. I could show you the door, I cannot walk through it. So you walking through it is your experience. But now you're experiencing it on a whole different level, on God's speed. Come on, man. I'm trying to get you to be on God's speed. Your higher self, your higher frequency, your higher state of understanding about you. And then I guess that's the biggest misconception if we're going back to, well, we're still talking about spirituality, right? But again, it's just to show you how it embodies everything. It's how you think. So spirituality is really talking about your story as, let's just say, a spiritual being / human being. And that's your story. Then now in the mix of that, you have the occult that comes in, giving you those manuals, about, that other aspect of yourself. And ultimately, that's why they're telling you to balance yourself. The Hermetic, I strongly recommend the Kybalion. This is one of the most simplistic, heavyistic, is that even a word? Like the most complex, simple knowledge. It's like it looks easy, it sounds easy, but it's fully loaded with levels of with enlightenment. Even when we talk about the seven Hermetic principles, when we talk about the law of correspondence, that in itself is fully loaded about telling you about who you are. Well, we always say, hey, you want to change the world? Change yourself. And that's what the law of correspondence is telling you about you. So now, if you don't know what's taking place in the inside, look on the outside like, oh shit, okay, so I need to fix this. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's helping you to be a better you, to have a better grasp on who you are. That's why the Kybalion is a self-mastery book. That's your Bible. That's your manual right there. I'm telling you, man. It's and it's public domain. Do yourself that favor. Well, I guess, like they say, some of the best things might be for free. I think in that case, I wouldn't disagree. At all. But anyway, in a nutshell, spirituality embodies everything. Even when we talk about religion, it's also part of spirituality. So spirituality is that misconception with a little more or better conception all in one. And, then you understand even with knowledge, there's two seeds in knowledge. There's the knowledge that sets you free, and you can also use knowledge to fuck yourself up, to be a slave. Because to enslave you, knowledge is also used to enslave you, nigga. Just like knowledge is used to free you. So there's always two seeds in it. But they all go hand in hand. They come together. And when you become the holy man, that's why a light worker, if that's what you want to call me, well, I also got to walk the dark side. I got to be aware of it. I have to become it. I got to be it. and more. So truly a light worker, you know the dark side of yourself and the good side of you. In other words, okay, let's dumb it down. What it comes down to is people who only know the bad of them versus you seeing, the bad and the good. And when you see both sides, that's what it transcend. That's what transition is. You see both sides of it. That's why when we talk about transcendence, it's always right in the middle. That's my art. That's the whole idea of lighter than a feather. Nigga, I'm floating. I'm not even concerned, nigga. Not even concerned. Like, how fly is that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to be one of them fly niggas. I'm not even concerned. That's how fly I am, nigga. I stay fly. Nigga, I'm super fly. Shout out my nigga Superfly, man. Yeah, that's how I'm rolling out here, man. Nigga. You feel me? Come on, man. Can't slap that shit. I don't even slap with my slacks on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out that nigga Loaded Lux, man. Another fly nigga. Super fly nigga. No. Come on. So now, anyway, with all that being said, spirituality is your regular life, nigga. This is you scratching your ass. This is you being a murderer. This is you being a good people, a good person. This is you saving the neighborhood. This is you killing the neighborhood. This is all of that shit. It's all spiritual. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Now, when we talk about level of consciousness, when you start to become spiritual, this is when you start looking at yourself, you know what? There's more to me than dick and pussy. There's more to life, you know what? Than me getting my degree, me going to school, me having a family, me having to, have kids, get a job. Like, you just saying, maybe perhaps. You know what I'm saying? Like my Haitian ass did, perhaps there might be more to me. Are you fucking kidding me, man? This shit is obvious. That's why we're fighting ourselves, man. This shit is obvious. You know what I'm saying? And we are literally fighting ourselves in so many different levels. You've been trained to fight yourself. The better you kill yourself, well, the better you look at something else. That's why society is suicidal in itself. This shit is crazy. So can you imagine now you fighting to be seen in that type of society? Like, my God, I don't know which one is worse. Like, God damn. And that's what I see. You see, you can only transcend that reality by following you, like I did. That's why I could see that society for what it is. And listen, I'm not impressed. You please tell him that. Society, I'm not impressed. Not at all. Y'all gonna have to come better, motherfuckers. That's why I suck my own dick, nigga. I suck my own dick, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I tell them, man, the grass is only greener where you water it. It's not on that other side, man. That's where the snakes are, nigga. I'm trying to tell you to be careful out here, man. One of the first things us Haitian niggas, man, I remember growing up in Haiti. You know what I'm saying? So some of the first thing they giving you Especially when you're stepping outside for the very first time, they got to give you your blessings. So now, when you're stepping outside for the very first time, they always tell you before you cross the street, man, you got to make sure you look up and then you look down. You know what I'm saying? Because it gives you a better understanding of what's around you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Before you cross the street. Listen, because I was always a smart one. You feel me? Like, I used to listen. That's why I always wanted to sit among the elders. Because they were saying a whole lot that I was interested in. That was moving me a certain way. Oh, yeah, like, this is not a coincidence. Listen, man, I've been on this path for a minute. Yo, man, I just hit the ground. I started running. The minute I hit the ground, man, let me do my father's work, nigga. From that moment on, I don't want to do anything else. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about my father's business. You know what I'm saying? Listen, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we started on our books too, man. We always wanted to know more about life. That curiosity. You know what I'm saying? It ain't killing this cat. If it killed this cat, well, guess what, man? It makes it a bigger cat. You hear me? Because it's not truly what doesn't kill you that makes you stronger. Oh, that ain't true at all. If that shit doesn't kill you, you ain't getting stronger, nigga. You get stronger through the shit that kills you. And that's why death is a transformation. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, man. Like the caterpillar gotta die before the butterfly comes out, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. From experience. I'm saying? From me, you know what I'm saying, being in my green shit with nature. From me connecting with Mother Nature. That must be the theme for the night. Being in my femininity too. Oh, come on now. You already know. But anyway, guys, as you see in the title, damn, 30 minutes just for me to get here. But anyway, so basically that's what we're talking about here. So obviously, I've been talking about tonight. What I want to talk about here, as you see here, is Higher Consciousness Part 3. And I have Part 1. Well, actually, I have, Part 2. And then the one without the part, because I didn't know I was going to do a Part 2. And now I'm doing Part 3, and I think I'm going to make it a theme, because what I'm trying to do here, and I realized that I was doing, but I didn't realize that I was doing, is to talk about some of the misconception about shit. So if you check out the first and the second one, so I was delving a lot more into, some of our ideas about life. And helping you to see through that fucking illusion. So by higher consciousness, that's what pretty much, the goal is to do here. Just like I'll give you a perfect example, maybe in 1 or 2, where, I was pretty much talking about marriage. Where in our society, we equate marriage to love. It's like if he loves you, he'll marry you. So to show true love, you get married. You see it in movies too. The guy loves you, baby, please marry me. So now it's give you the feel. So that's the misconception. But marriage in itself, you don't have to be in love to be married. Marriage is a motherfucking contract. And if you don't believe so, let's just say after you got married, you know what? You woke up from that dream, I don't love you no more. All right. Divorce? Nah, half. That's what Eddie Murphy was telling you. Half. Be careful. Well, he was saying marriage is not the same, but ultimately, however the fuck you want to say it, marriage is a contract. However you choose to sign or to create your own contract, as you wish. At the end of the day, it is a contract. Then he was talking about prenup, but nevertheless, it's a contract. Love's got nothing to do with it. So, because we have, first of all, we have an idea of, what love should be like. So we symbolizes marriage with love, right? So now, how would you even imagine a forced marriage, or what they call an arranged marriage? Well, it's not really a force, it's an arranged marriage. So because of your misconception or your conception here, you would look down on that. It's not right. How would you have arranged marriages? It's almost like what you're trying to say is you're putting some sort of limitation on love, because love and marriage goes hand in hand. That's why, niggas now are, as you say, when we're talking about a prenup, well, nigga, you said you love me because you equating love to marriage. Why do you need to get a prenup? And that's what you guys are fighting about. I'm like, wow. But hey, everybody's doing God's work. Just don't stop there. Congratulations, nigga. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Listen, I'm not here to discourage you. Just keep going. I got it. Listen, I got you, baby. Keep going. That's good. So now what you're also doing, that's why you have this type of consciousness now that is trying to talk to the masses, trying to tell them, yo, man, it's not truly what you think it is. Marriage is not love. No, it's not. But yet we have that idea. It's like you're fooling yourself in a society where, it's like you're fooling yourself. Like, how dumb can this be too? Like, you're living in this reality, but you're fooling yourself due to that fucking shit. Ignorance. So because out of our ignorance, when we think of arranged marriages, we always look at it as a bad thing. Obviously, how can you arrange love? Well, nigga, marriage got nothing to do with love. So you stick your head into your ass. Take your head out of your ass, nigga. Take the head out of your ass. Marriage and love got nothing to do with love. You could be married and not to be in love. But being in love, you don't have to be married, baby. Now, can you be married and be in love? Hell, motherfucking yeah, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But the bottom line is, they are not the same. So even to have a conversation mentioning that, it's you mentioning your ignorance. And that's what we do in our songs. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do in our society. So we're wearing this mask. We're doing all that shit based, out of your shadow self. That's when the darkness is. Like, a lot of you motherfuckers are operating on your, shit. There's no candle in you, motherfuckers at all. The term zombie, he's like, you alive, you're not dead. But the level of consciousness is very low. You're vibrating very low out there, man. So, It's crazy. So now, but if you understand marriage is it's a contract, then an arranged marriage, and that's what the elite does. They have arranged marriages. They don't marry just anybody. They may not call it arranged marriages, but they understand, you linking two family together. How can we benefit one another? So you got to look at the beneficial aspect of the contract. Then you have the elders to help you with that because you don't have enough experience to do it yourself. Come on now. Then you know what? I'm 12 years old, man. I want my dad to negotiate for me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And dad now is going to negotiate based on the best of his ability. What he sees for the family, where, what I'm saying, shit's gonna happen. Whatever the fuck. Whatever. Yo, there's a video. Oh, I love this motherfucker. I wish I could save this nigga. I can't recall when I've seen him. But it was, I think, it's either there was a black guy that's dating, I guess, the Facebook daughter, like, whatever the fuck. I can't recall the story. Was it Twitter or it was some of the bullshit? This nigga was funny as fuck. He was like, no. Yo, you gotta see that skit, man. Like, that fucking skit is dope. Like, I love that shit. He said, look at the way he smiled. That's cheesy. He's doing it for y'all. Yo, this nigga's wildin'. That nigga was wildin'. That's my dog. Oh, shit. So when you're married, you know what I'm saying? See, these are the contract that, those things that you have to understand. Because now you're dealing with, how is it going to benefit both families? You know what I'm saying? Just like I was saying, a lot of the elites, they understand that. That's why they don't want such and such to be part of their family. Because once you become legally married, come on, you become part of the family. We don't want you to be part of the clan. That's what you're doing. That shit, you need a great negotiator to do that shit for you, man. So again, I guess what I'm trying to say here in this session I have discovered is to talk about some of the misconception, especially us, because we're living in this world, we don't even understand what the fuck is happening here. I'll give you a perfect example, right? So now, we talk about the future. The idea of us living in this life that we're smarter than ancient people. Here's another biggest fucking misconception. Niggas are using Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and shit. And because of that, you think you're automatically smarter, let's just say, than somebody that was walking around with your sticks and probably just a towel, wrapped around his ass and shit. Like, nah, man. That doesn't determine you being smarter than that person. At all. Even, let's just say, when I talk about the future, what do you see? Flying cars. I was watching this thing. This guy said, the future is here. And I'll tell you what that thing was. It was just this guy flying. I guess they have this thing where you could hover over water or some shit. But that guy was actually just flying. And then the motherfucker said, yo, the future is here. But how would you know this is even the future? They put it in your mind. That's why I tell niggas, like, some people be saying when they put shit in the movies, they have to avoid karma. Hey, that's your thing now. That's part of you. They gotta let you, they getting your mind to condition to what's happening. That's the biggest game. Or that's game like a motherfucker. That's a nigga letting you know, I'm fucking you up, man. So, if I'm fucking you up, but I told you I'm fucking you up. So, I'm fucking you up, nigga. But he understands for you to, you know what I'm saying? I got to put that in your mind and make you accept it. They are programming your mind. So now you have this impression like, there's gonna be a future. Nah, nigga. It's just new product. Flying cars, new creation, nigga. New inventions. There's nothing new. The time remain the same. You think you're going in the future and you're using the calendar too, or even your interpretation of time is fucked up. You even look at time in a linear perspective. Well, guess what? The calendar shows you that. 10 years ago, that was I don't know, what are we, 20 to 2010 or 13? And then now there's some sort of evolution, right? Really? To where, nigga? Yo, that was the biggest tricks that these niggas pulled right in front of you. They're all magicians too. Yo, watch the fucking Prestige, man. They're all magicians too. But now I'm also a magician too, but I perform differently. We give sights to you. I'm not here to blind you. Nah, so you're talking about new creation. And whatever the fuck they're using was always there. Now, when we're talking about the modern days, the modern world, that's what the fuck it is. There's more shit that's being created, man. There's more shit. Meanwhile, there's another time that's taking place in front of us too. While we're looking at time from a linear perspective, there's a cyclical time that's taking place in front of you. Now, you may call this winter 2010, 2013, but one thing you know, and I know, motherfucker, this is a cyclical shit. Meaning, winter, falls, whatever the fuck. What else? Those season, nigga. Yo, those shit rotates like a motherfucker all year long. Even if you want to call it year, whatever the fuck, it's circular to me. It's cyclical. Guess what, man? Guess what? We're about to enter into another fall. Wow, shit. Is it fall yet? Nah. Close. I mean, he'll get there, nigga. I'm not in a rush. He'll get there. So because you have this calendar, you know what I'm saying, everything is you're speeding up everything. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do this, you gotta do that, like your accomplishment, like damn man, like cause you gotta understand, I'm in the motherfucking sideline and looking at what's taking place in the collective. Oh my God, as I became cosmic too. But that's a whole different conversation. But anyway. So you're seeing the misconception because the true thing that's keeping people from being enlightened is ignorance. It's not your shadow, it's not your ego, it's none of that. It's ignorance. Because when you see your shadow and your ego, everything's going to be in alignment. You just got to have the consciousness. That's why we say that people are perishing due to ignorance. They just don't know. They don't know more than what they know. And that's what if you want to call it a spiritual war, spiritual battle, I could see it. I could see it. And that's why I tell people too, man. Like when you're talking about spirituality, and here's another thing. I mean, you're talking about your regular life. What we do when we become spiritual, we transcend psychology. We have a higher consciousness. That's all. We're not saying school is bad, school is wrong. We're just saying it's limited, and it tends you to keep you limited too. So you don't want to limit yourself. That's what I always tell people, and I acknowledge everybody who's doing the work. Knowledge is knowledge, regardless of what it's doing. Everybody's doing God's work. The level is different, but everybody's doing God's work. Ultimately, this is all mental. Now, the level of consciousness, well, that's what becoming the Christ. That's what I'm here for. That's why this is for the living. You got to be in certain spaces for this. I can't recall who said it. Is if it's the Hinduism but anyway, they're talking about the devoted ones. You got to be this type of knowledge. You got to be devoted to it. You got to be devoted to yourself. How can you leave? How can you be at your full potential if you're not using you? You see, the idea when we talk about you cannot serve two masters, it would be hard if you're following yourself to look for other people's validation. It's impossible. But guess what? If you're following other people's validation too, the self is not there. You can't serve two masters, baby. Is it going to be God or idol? That's pretty much what it comes down to. Then now when you're dealing with other people now, us, that's why I always tell people, and shout out to Barina Bello, the great mother, like she was saying, spirituality, like a good spiritual person, it's a great human being, man. And that's a fully loaded statement. Because what you did as you tap into your spirituality, you are truly materializing your spirituality. That's why you have a better understanding for others. That's why you can forgive others. You understand them. You have compassion for them. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, I'm not doing what you're doing. I understand why you do what you do, dog. I sympathize with you. And it's not fake. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Now, it's not it, but I get it. Listen, that's acceptance. And that comes out of power. Do you see what I'm saying? That's you being secure in yourself. Why would you care about what other people are saying? Why would I? Come on, man. I'm not betraying this nigga. If I did, you know what I'm saying? I made it up with this nigga and we good, nigga. And then we came to find out, listen, we only got this far because we always stayed together. I'm like, nigga, stop. It's like, no, I'm telling you, this is the truth. I'm like, nigga, stop. You know what I'm saying? My relation with this nigga, like, all right, I'm going to show you this is what you did. You didn't know better, but I always chose myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was in a situation where I didn't know what I was doing, then when I found out what the fuck this shit is, in other words, I never traded security for free choice. Listen, I've been that nigga even as a little nigga. That's what makes me a quality nigga. That's what makes it royalty. Listen, allow me to talk my shit for a second. Come on, man. That's luxury right here, baby. Listen, man. I love it. This is top shelf, man. That's quality. Come on, man. It's the treasure. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck do you think the treasure is, nigga? This is pearls, man. This is diamonds, man. What the fuck are we doing here? Get yours, man. Yo, once you find that, yo, that's the joy and that's the peace of not just yourself, but that also the peace that once you get it, come on, man. That's where the compassion comes in. You know what I'm saying? All right, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. They just hurting themselves. Look at them. You know what I'm saying? I would tell them no, but they don't know. Well, let them do it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That's that compassion and that acceptance and non-judgmental. Like, come on, it comes with that state of mind. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, to be a true spiritual motherfucker, man, like, you're a great human being. You listen better, too. You're truly not judging. You pay attention to the motherfucker. Like, that in itself, like I tell people, man, to think critically, you gotta be critical. Listen, man. The aim and the target's got to be one, baby. If you miss the aim, you miss the target. if the aim is not on the target, they got to be one. You miss the target, I know you're not aiming right. I don't give a fuck. If you miss the target, I know your aim ain't correct, nigga. Only you can save you, nigga. What the fuck? But that's the knowledge that sets you free. This is the wisdom that sets you free. That's the life in itself. Nigga, that's the great news I had for you, nigga. I'm spreading the gospel out here. Tell Jesus I said, what's up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? We're smoking out here. Tell him I said, what's up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? I'm with the smoke. Yo, see Jesus? Tell Jesus, yo, man, this nigga listen. He's was. I'm with the smoke, Jesus. What's up? Fuck a messenger. I said it myself. You know what I mean? Come on, man. This shit's got to be lived, man. So again, we're talking about some of the misconception, the fact that what we call in a modern world, but we don't understand what makes it modern. You know, it's just a new adaptation, man. You're adapting to new shit. More shit. Then you're gonna have AI, nigga. Shit, even more shit. You're not even conscious. Then you're gonna get another motherfucker. Like, it's more shit. Fuck around, those robots might become more conscious than you, nigga. Then now you're trading places with these niggas. Y'all trading places, man. I'm gonna leave that alone. Y'all wilding out here, man. Anyway, we're talking about, again, time. You know, the misconception in time. and it's heavily, and it creates a reality too. It makes you stressful too. When you go according to that time, shit, nigga, like shit, before you get even older, like you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know what I'm saying, because everything you're living fast, dog. You're living a fast life, dog. You must be a New Yorker. You're a New Yorker. You're a Yankee, dog. You're a Yank. Alright. Slow down, player. You gotta slow down. Well, you don't have to do shit. But hey, man, when you slow it down, look at it differently, baby. When you get to slow it down, you get out of that, you know what I'm saying, pocket. You know what I'm saying? But that's where you have to know the self a little bit more, too. You understand the season. You understand the self. You understand the relationship. You see shit a little bit deeper, nigga. Like, that's what seeing beyond the veil is. And that's where your boy comes in, too. Come on, that's what we're doing here. We're breaking bread, baby. We're giving sights. See, when you're dealing with that kind of shit, you're dealing with energetic fields. You know what I'm saying? That's what a spiritual healer do, man. So I had a couple fools who didn't know any better. They tried to attack me in the fucking energetic field. This is what I do, guys. Do you understand? This is what I deal with. This is my home. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna use my house against me, nigga? That shit ain't never gonna fly, nigga. The house always win. You know what I'm saying? Don't you know that? The house always win, nigga. You see, you talk that talk. I walk it. Oh, you're gonna find out. Y'all gonna learn today. Y'all learning. You hard-headed, aren't you? Stupid motherfucker. You're out of your mind. Anyway, going back to those misconceptions, again, due to ignorance, and that's really some of the things that are stopping us, really from attaining a higher consciousness. That's when, learning how to transcend time and having a better understanding of your environment comes in. Now we were talking about marriage, you having a better understanding of that. Becoming more conscious, not being limited by your culture. Because every culture is biased, nigga. So for you to grow even as a person, it means you're going to have to use discernment. Certain shit, not just because the culture does it, you got to be different, baby. You know what I'm saying? You have to be, another way, the anomaly. It's being said so many different ways. I'm saying, or being a bad boy out here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Whichever title you like. But you cannot, that's when you got to find the self. And that's going to go according to you aligning with the self. That's why I cannot serve to masters, man. I don't know how other people do it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to judge. But, shit, it couldn't be me, bro. I can't sell myself like that. How can I deny myself like that, man? Like, I don't know, man. I feel a certain way. No? Not you? You a stone cold criminal, nigga? Like, fuck myself. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? That nigga's me. I gotta treat him better. I can't do it. Like, it wouldn't make sense. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could bend, but we never break. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Your family, we bend, but we never break. I don't think they understand that, man. Never betrayed myself, King. Ever. You know what I'm saying? Although, like I was saying before, I went through stages where, what I'm saying, I felt like maybe I neglected a nigga. Like, nah, nigga, you did the right thing, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was testing you. He was testing me like, nigga, you're testing me. Stop testing me, nigga. We cool? Nigga, come on, man. I told you I was testing you, King. Like, I don't know. How do you do that? Not build the same. You know what I'm saying? And that type of knowledge is built for people who will build a certain way. Get your weight up. You gotta get your weight up, baby. Get your weight up. And when you understand that, that's why this knowledge has got to be lived. What we call the universe, which is a verse, a song. When you sing in a song, you're experiencing it, man. That's like, yo, that's my shit. You know what I'm saying? And what makes the song is the song, baby. You know what I'm saying? I could give you the musical note to that shit. You gotta play it. I could give you the notes to back that thing up. Ain't not gonna mean shit to you. But when the song's playing, come on now. You're gonna back that thing up, but that's your shit. What are we talking about? That's why you can't talk about Jesus mean nothing. You gotta live like Jesus, nigga. What else you want to talk about? What else would you like to be like? Whatever you want to be, you gotta live like it. Some niggas say you gotta fake it to make it. You ain't gotta fake shit. I mean, you ain't gotta fake nothing, nigga. You be that shit. Why faking it for, man? You think niggas, great actors don't fake acting, nigga. They become that. That's why these niggas know they have to embody the personality, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that was, you know what I'm saying? Peace to the gods, man. Peace to the gods, man. Words to the wise. And peace to the gods, man. That's why in Haiti, man, we say honor and respect. Once we're saluting niggas, man. The ones. If you one of them, you'll know. I salute you, nigga. Come on, man. Game recognized gameplay. I love you, baby. Yeah, man. Listen, we're doing the work. What you see and listen. What you getting is better than what you see, nigga. As you can see, nigga. Shit. My niggas. So, that's what this type of knowledge, man, you gotta live it, man. And that's what the universe is, man. That's that song. The universe is alive, nigga. That's why it's not about death. It's not about, are you alive, bro? Those are different portals. That's why living this life, if you're not alive, means nothing. That's what zombies, deads are, man. Isn't that what we're saying? Wake up, nigga. All right, Buddha, nigga. Kiss his ass too. So while you at it. What are we talking about? So, like knowing who we are, like that's the ultimate goal. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Now, as part of you knowing who you are, well, you're magical too. So you're gonna learn magic along the way. Okay, cool. Don't stop that. And that doesn't mean spirituality at all, too. I mean, well, that's part of it, too. You know what I'm saying? That's why you'll see, especially that's why I discourage people. You know what I'm saying? That's why that type of knowledge used to be retained from a lot of people. Because they know they were afraid if it gets into the wrong hands, these niggas are going to use it to destroy the world. And that's exactly what, I know you've seen that in a lot of movies. Well, that's what it means. When you have dumb motherfuckers using magic, like that's what I was saying. Niggas now, you know what I'm saying? You said nigga no. Nigga, fuck. You said no. Oh shit, I'm gonna kill you. So, nigga, relax. So, the nigga said you gonna kill me. You gonna do what? You gonna kill me? Alright. Hi, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, stuff fucking like, you know how Eddie Murphy did that shit, and like I'm a in Raw, he was saying when the guy was driving back, yeah, baby, I'm gonna wait until you go to sleep. Hey, stop playing with my balls, baby. That's what I tell this nigga. Yeah, what? Stop playing with my balls, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm not playing with you. And they went and did and hurt themselves. They went and hurt themselves. I'm like, God damn. You see, like they destroying. So, you know what I'm saying? Giving it in the wrong hands. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how do you give guns to 5 years old? You're gonna give them fully loaded guns, right? What do you think's gonna happen? A bunch of kids, right, who just, you know what I'm saying, would you trigger shit on just not knowing. You're gonna give that nigga a fully loaded gun. Well, that's what we're doing with magic. Niggas playing with spell work, doing all kinds of shit, knowing how powerful the shit is, but they don't know how to fuck with the shit. Nigga, man. What? Shit. You came to my house, nigga. Nigga didn't know that. He didn't know. You know what I'm saying? To his or her defense. And her defense. Because they're like Bonnie and Clyde. To his and her defense, they didn't know. No, they didn't do anything wrong. They didn't know. Well, because they didn't know, hey, you gotta find out. Why? Because you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta find out, man. You gotta know. There's no way outside of knowing. Oh, you're gonna know one way or another. So there's only space for one here, man. It's either you or me. You call the shots, dude. I think you called your shot, didn't you? This nigga taking himself out. Oh, they call the shots. Oh, shit. Really? Oh, my God. But anyway, going back to dealing with, you know, having a higher consciousness, you know, understanding, you know, some of the misconception about not just spirituality, but life in general. You know, because like I was saying, when we look at the ancient, you know what I'm saying, think about it, they had less distraction. No wonder why these niggas were connected to nature. Isn't that what we're trying to do when you're trying to, because that's what you got to understand. And that's why I was telling niggas, these niggas were at their best. That's how they created what they did. The Egyptians were in their higher consciousness. Then they created what happens. It ain't no fucking alien. It ain't, I don't know, man. Niggas could subscribe to whatever they want. But for me, that's how I look at it. When you're in your higher state of consciousness, these niggas, for crying out loud, their alphabet was all picture, nigga. If you understand symbol, that alone should tell you the level of consciousness these niggas were talking. These niggas were talking directly to their subconscious mind in all aspect. Your conscious mind, your subconscious mind is more conscious than your conscious mind. To talk to your conscious mind, you really, you know what I'm saying, it's your conscious subconscious you really got to talk to. That's how you program yourself. I'm dumbing it all the way down. Trust me. Right? That's what these niggas were doing. That's the kind of life that those motherfucking, when you talk about the hoodie, you know what I'm saying, these niggas were doing. That's why they call themselves God, nigga. They were experiencing reality on a different level. So they understood. That's why they had statue of themselves. That's another. Oh my God. That's gonna be on 4. In higher consciousness 4, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because that in itself is a conversation. You know, here's another misconception too. They thought they were worshiping idols because they had statues. Shit, that's not true at all. Those statue was another way to animate the spirit of whatever that archetype was. So when we're talking about courage, we're talking about fight, then we have Ogu, we have Shango. We bring that to life because now we're making it conscious. We give it form. This is our creation. You're giving it form. Now you're interacting with it. Because now you know it's no longer. That's why when you talk to your. Yeah, niggas, man. I don't understand, yo. There's a nigga, Brother Panic, man. He gave you guys the game, man. This nigga was on some Captain America shit. I saw this shit. I'm like, this nigga knew what he was doing. He truly did. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to let you know, man. When you think, that's why your prayers. Why do you think your prayer is so powerful? Well, let's just see who you talking to in your prayers. You want to say God? Okay, fine. Is he around? Did he answer back to you? Nigga, listen. However you look at it, that shit is powerful. You gotta know how to talk to yourself, man. Talk to yourself nice. Do it for yourself. Oh, if you're not doing it directly for yourself, know yourself is witnessing. So you gotta give him a shout out, nigga. You know what I'm saying? However you choose to dissect this, you're gonna have to put that in, which is yourself. Even if you want to talk shit about yourself, you got to give it credit one way or another. But the type of Christianity that's been, forced to you, that's been conditioning you, it's like it's politically correct to feel like shit. It's good to feel like shit. Feeling like shit is good. I don't know, man. Shit. I got higher standard, nigga. I would just keep it 100. I got higher standard. I'm not doing that. I'm conceited, nigga. Yes. Call me hey, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I got higher standard than that. So even, and here's another one too. I don't know if you guys ever heard about the caste system. A lot of people don't understand, even when we talk about Dharma, right? The caste system is pretty much, trying to tell you, but the idea, let's just say the common misconception. The biggest misconception is almost like they're telling you, if you're born, let's just say, in a family that's a laborer, then you automatically you have to follow that. If your dad was a teacher, you're born in a family that is a teacher. You got it. That's the misconception about it. Because when you look at it from that perspective, you don't understand. Like you put a boundary around it. You pretty much putting it in a box. Whereas the esoteric meaning about it was about you finding your true self. So what they were saying about, they talk about different level of consciousness. The laborer is the person, let's just say, that trade himself for security. That's what a hoe does. That's what a lot of motherfuckers who are worshiping idol, who's not following yourself, you a hoe automatically. Because you don't stand up for yourself, you selling yourself. You a hoe. Y'all a bunch of hoes out there. You fucking the whole community, nigga. Yeah, no standard, no quality. It's all about numbers. You getting your numbers. Well, let me give you your number, nigga. You've been getting your numbers. That's the nigga that will do anything and everything for money. There's money? Am I getting back? Let's go. Easy said money. Alright. Money was the world. You know what I'm saying? Money makes you somebody. True, really? Is it true? Or is that a misconception? The minute you separate from yourself, you miss the target. Like, there's no you're gonna see a whole lot of bullshit. Your conception or your perspective too. It's like you're gonna say a lot of shit that makes sense, but the minute you separate from yourself, that's why it's not how much you see, but it's how you're looking at it. If you're going in, well, we're dealing with quality. You're dealing with luxury here. You're dealing with beauty. You're dealing with treasure. You're dealing with diamond. You're dealing with gold. We're dealing with jewels. Do you see the difference? Can you feel the difference? That's what you're dealing with. Oh, that's being done on a whole different level. The experience is electrifying. It's ecstasy. This is for the living. This is for those who choose to experience us, who put the self first. You know what I'm saying? As you're doing so, that's how you are transcending this reality. By embracing you. By reconnecting, you remember. So when you understand the caste system, that's what they breaking down. The laborer is labeled as someone who's pretty much trading himself for security. Thinking he's being secure, and that's the most insecure move to do. And that's the most insecure move to be secure. If you're gonna be secure, you gotta make a secure move, baby. You always gotta bet on the house. Because the house will never lose. In other words, the house always wins. You gotta put your money on you, nigga. What the fuck? What the fuck are we doing? But there's different levels. You have the laborer, like, fuck the self. That's the hoes and all that shit. Then as you progress, then you have, you know what I'm saying, let's just say the teachers, you know what I'm saying, then they're appreciating a more level of them. They're still trading a little bit of part of themselves, but they're still, and then you go up. Then you have now, at this point, that's where the priest comes in. And the artist too. Because a lot of us priests, I understand that. That's why we live a similar life, or we always appreciate artists too. Because the key thing that we share, and I see that in artists, an artist is living his art. Let me say that again. A true artist lives his art. He doesn't talk about the art, he lives it. It's being expressed. This nigga is recreating something and his life is being shaped by it too. That's why all these things, all these niggas, maybe you may say they look weird, they're living as a reality. They're reality, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You gonna tell that nigga who's weird, nigga, this is my reality. Who gives a well, I don't give a fuck. He's not even gonna ask you who gives a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And a lot of true artists, you know what I'm saying? That's why you'll see even those actors, they understand that. You know what I'm saying? You don't fake your no fucking part. You become that part. And a great actor became that part. So if you acting, you faking, nigga. You not acting, nigga. You're just doing just that, nigga. You faking. But if you acting, nigga, you gonna act. Come on, man. You can't cheat yourself, nigga. It's either you cheat or you're treating yourself. Which one is it? Oh, man, I'm treating mines, nigga. I'm not playing to lose at all. I've never been a loser and will never be one either. The fuck? I either win or I learn, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just know I'm learning either way. You out of your mind. Think I would come to lose? What the fuck? I'm not here to lose. You know what I'm saying? I would came to hood. I would lose. I came down to earth to lose. Come on, man. Stop playing, man. It couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. So you look right. I don't. You think I'm gonna lose now? You're out of your fucking mind. I guess you were not convinced. Now you're gonna find out for yourself, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You are not convinced. I get it. Oh, you're gonna find out. Now you're gonna find out for yourself. Because you were not, and listen, that's why you're getting what you asked for. This game is on you. It's bad on you. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, this illusion, shit, this is for kids, man. I'm saying, I'm looking straight at you, bitch. You shifting, what? Nigga, you naked. Go put some clothes on, bitch. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Your whole, you know what I'm saying? Your whole, bitch. You a good girl. Everybody got your eyes. How good are you, bitch? Who the fuck you faking to? The fuck? Your whole nigga. The fuck out of here. Man, who the fuck you trapping? It's gotta be a dumb motherfucker. I'm saying, yo, Clyde, bitch. It ain't gonna be me. I ain't your Clyde, motherfucker. Obviously. Shit, you got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna find out, though. Listen, man, it's a process. You know what I'm saying? It's a process. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, it's gonna dawn on you. Don't worry. It's gonna get you. It's gonna hit you slow, though. But you gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why me, personally, I don't throw rockings and nah, man. I don't get no satisfaction in that. If I'm gonna stick you, I'm not gonna stick you in your back. I want you to look at me, and I stick it to your heart. We stick different. Like, you just making noise, nigga. I was like, I do this shit for real, nigga. Oh, you gonna find out. You know, again, it's a process. Slowly. Yeah, I know you're a little slow, but hey, it's gonna be slowly. Since you're a little bit slow, it's gonna be slowly. Either you chose. This is all your choice. This is all your creation. Wow, that's what you created. You know what I'm saying? That's why they tell you, man. You just watch your enemy destroying themselves. And you're like, wow. Okay. Yeah, and that's their confusion. Got nothing to do with me, dog. I'm like, Got this swamp shit. Because this shit, in Haiti, we always say, when you see certain people act a certain way, you know what I'm saying? Look at that nigga's story. So I'm trying to get you into that state of mind, how we're looking at things. Okay, this story, I'm sure. So we understand you're creating your story. And this is what this nigga's creating? So, this is your Creole 101, nigga. Got this story, I'm sure. That's what this guy's creating out there? You know what I'm saying? So, again, man, we're looking at it from a whole different perspective. Come on, man. We sling like a motherfucker, nigga. Like, when I found out that's what they call nigga? Oh, man. Come on, nigga. You playing. Niggas. Oh, y'all playing, man. Y'all playing. Come on. Y'all playing. Come again. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. Y'all gotta give me better than that. Nigga, what? Shit. Ain't nothing but flavor on that side, nigga. That's what you're talking about? Come on, man. That's how I was molded. I was molding it. when Ben, was it Ben? What was that nigga? Yeah, it was Ben. You know what I'm saying? I was molding it. I was born in it. Like, that's what you're coming with? Oh, man, you don't know. No. Yeah, they warned you. Hard-headed, huh? Slowly. Slowly. Wait a minute. Ooh. Looking at, all of that, a higher consciousness is required. You're looking at marriages. When you look at it in a certain way, or even looking at time, that's what being in this world, it takes you out of this world while you're still in this world. The world that you're not part of, let's just say that linear, that pressure life, that, you know what I'm saying, you're just slowing shit down. Like time now, you become synchronizing with time, real time. And that's how you transfer or you transcend that cyclical time too. Because we also got to talk about that. You got to go beyond the season as well. But that's going to come as you embrace the season. And that's how you do it. The name of the game, you have to embrace all part of you. Because it's all different type of consciousness. Even yoga too, I'll give you a perfect example. I didn't understand the meaning behind yoga. I used to look at it as an exercise, but I didn't understand energy. But you know what it was? I was looking at it from an intellectual, from an academic perspective. Because I didn't embrace body. I didn't embrace intuition. I didn't embrace the femininity in me. I was not whole. That's you operating only, when you're trying to look for logic and everything instead of experiencing and dancing. Come on, man. Like when I started understanding yoga, what's taking place in your body. Understand there's a lot of things that you do to unlock certain things in your body. That's why you do your chakra work. That's why you open up your third eye, you decalcify your mind. Because what you're doing is you're becoming a portal. You are becoming more receptive to those aha moments. Because true consciousness has to do with those aha, not how logic it is. It's those aha. You got the light. Somehow it came in the middle of nowhere. That's what you do when you're meditating. So dancing, in so many words, could be a movement meditation. And that's what you're doing in yoga too. Because dancing and yoga, like when I didn't understand it, what you're doing, you are moving the energy from different aspect of yourself. Just like if you were to deal with your third eye, now you're dealing with more energy into your body. You may have a back pain, you opening up your back, but ultimately what you're doing, you are expanding your energetic field. Just like when you open up your third eye, you could have an aha moment. The purpose of yoga, that's what you're doing as well. And that's how it brings you consciousness, nigga. By unlocking, moving certain energy, making yourself more receptive, then now instead of just the third eye, you could get it from other aspect of yourself. From the way you're sitting down, from certain movement, from all of that, you're moving all of that shit to get to that aha shit. And the dance, we understand your dance is spiritual, nigga. Like, yo, man, I hope you guys could witness a fucking Haitian dance, my nigga. You'll know the spirit is here. Even the way the ladies are moving. Oh man, you'll get to witness the feminine energy in a way like that's crazy. In a way, not crazy in the sense, but in the sense of it's just aesthetic. It's adding life to you. It's like you're becoming cosmic. The Christ. That's the name of the game. And when you only look at it from your intellectual perspective, you're missing out. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. And you know what I'm saying? You're missing out on a whole other part of you. That's why for most people, I know for me, you know what I'm saying, it was a little hard for me to understand how can yoga, shit, nigga, the way I understand it now, yoga might be better for you than open up a book, nigga. But having the proper understanding of yoga makes a difference. If you don't have that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how do you play an instrument if you don't know how to play it? Then if you don't know how to play guitar, how do you make a guitar whatever chord? Or you're not going to be able to play the guitar, nigga. That's why it's important for niggas, even when you meditate. If you don't understand how meditation work and you're going to meditate, like, alright, you could call it what you want. That's why there's different type of meditation. Just like, I'll give you another example too. It took me a minute. I didn't understand the whole home. Come on, man. You think these niggas are crazy? You must be crazy. Come Come on, all of that is just it's just on a whole different level. Oh, man, when you're tapping into those different that's why you have to experience it. That's why you don't suppress or reject the body. What I'm saying? Open up your third eye. Those aha moment, you need that. And guess what? You got to eat certain herbs, certain this, certain that to do that. So what you're dealing with, that's what we're saying. It's all spiritual. It's all mental. It's all energy. There's an energy in the herb that somehow get with what you do that helps you to open up whatever the fuck. That's why it doesn't matter if it's flat or if it's round, nigga. But what it does matter is you understand that either or ain't gonna do shit for you. But if you understand this is an illusion, meaning material science or quantum physics is telling you matter is condensed energy. Do you understand that? Like just like I was talking about the herb, you're picking up an herb, you're dealing with energy. That's why you could use those different energy to do what? To do magic. You use this, you use that, you do that. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? This is like again. That's why I'm not. I don't talk about. I mean, I know what I need to know for me though. Because they just say, because you're dealing with energy vampires too. People, you know what I'm saying? Who nah, nigga. Think again. No, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no going back and none of that shit, nigga. Hey, you played yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what playing yourself is. You pump faking. Fuck. Hey, you can't take that back. You played yourself. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? We walk that walk. So our decision is never gonna be fake. The fuck? Come on, man. You don't see what's happening. You don't see what's coming either. Oh, it's a nightmare, nigga. There's nothing I could do about it. It's your choice. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. It's out of my hands. You push me to the edge. I'm dropped. It's out of my hands, nigga. Out of my hands. So, you know what I'm saying? It's hey, listen, man. Hey, man. You know what I'm saying? You violated the law. Dog, you dealing with the law, dog. You violated the law. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing to do with me, dog. I'm a civilian. I'm a civilian, nigga. I pay taxes. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it, but I give the Caesar what belongs to Caesar, nigga. It's Caesar. Is that for Caesar? There you go. I got mine, nigga. Caesar, we good. You we good? Shit, nigga, I'm good. That's why me and Caesar, we never had a problem. What kind of problem would I have with Caesar, man? Hey, come on, man. It's all good. I get mine, you get yours. Listen, nigga, listen. You know what I'm saying? And then he tells me to keep changing the world. Yeah, I'm going to do just that, motherfucker. I'm going to do just that. Now, this is for the livings. It's nothing but for you, baby. God damn, it's getting late. But anyway, wow. Again, the misconception, having that higher consciousness, looking at this reality on a deeper sense. That's expanding your consciousness. Do you see what I'm saying? And, it's just, It's just so much to unpack, to talk about. And that's why we're creating an episode out of this shit, nigga. We're gonna have 4, we're gonna have 5, we're gonna have 6, because there's a lot of misconception, especially dealing with spirituality, but a lot of certain ideas that are pretty much stopping people because it's been put to stop you, so it's doing just that. So doing what we do, that's what we deal with. Listen, man, we are the divine ambassador. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm definitely stamping passports, but you just got to be one of us. And I'm talking for those of us. That's all it is. I'm here to talk about those of us. That's why I'm not here to destroy anything. It is what it is. I'm just looking for us, dog. You know what I'm saying? Where we at? Where we at? You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to change nothing, nigga. I'm just looking for us, nigga. Who the fuck are we? I mean, where the fuck are we at? Let's go home, baby. That's it. Let's go home. In fact, nigga, you home everywhere. Let me stamp your passport, nigga. I gotta see your passport, though. Gotta see your credentials, nigga. Well, that's what I'm helping you with. So again, this has got to be lived. That's why the words got to be made flesh. You cannot serve 2 masters. So the minute you separate yourself from the self, that's when chaos started. That could be you not willing to get up again. Those early shit, all of that shit. So now what you're doing now with spirituality, that's how we're just giving you a better understanding. That's the manual to make you better. That's where our ancestors comes in, because those manuals were well written, and they were written for us. And also keep in mind, them being at their best, that's why these motherfuckers were able to live for a very long time. Because they were at their best. They're not looking at time the way you're looking at time. That alone already changed your perspective of reality. I'm not looking at life from your perspective, your accomplishment. I'm embracing nature. What you do truly got nothing to do. It's like, that's why you're not a competition to me. And no one would ever will. I would have to betray this nigga, and that's not gonna happen, baby. I'm too good where I'm at. I found him. I found my treasure. It's too late. Y'all too late. It's too late, man. I can't go back. I ain't going back. You heard? I can't go back, and I'm not going back. And I don't want to go back. What does that tell you, nigga? Gunaji ala so. Aishin. Bra. Mali.